Hello, welcome to another episode of Usapang Bedista. My name is Arthur De La Rosa. I'm from grade school 89, high school 93. I'm the current president of the San Beda Alumni Association of Southern California. Today we're going to talk to Noel Pascual from high school batch 85. Noel is also a graduate of USC with an accounting major. He's a CPA here in California, and he's also one of our board members. He's the director of sports. He led several of our events these couple of months. The Pacquiao fight that was held at his house, the San Beda intramurals in August in La Puente, and also the most recent one is the UAP NCAA games that happened in Cal State Dominguez Hills. Welcome, Noel. Thanks for coming here. Congratulations again on our very recent event. That was very successful. A lot of people enjoyed it. Can you tell us more?
Yes, thank you very much. It was successful. A lot of people actually congratulated me about the event. And as you know, you're also part of the committee in that event. It didn't always go smoothly, but it was a very gratifying feeling, a successful feeling after the event and even during the event.
Mm-hmm.
And so the most important part is everybody had fun, like you mentioned, and it was interesting. Like even some of the schools were surprised in a sense that our team actually did better, our basketball team, than expected.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was surprised too, actually, because we went all the way up to the championship, and it would be even the championship game. We almost won it. We led as much as like 10 points, I believe, at one point, and we almost had it. And I was one of those people who were surprised that we.
Actually, I think our own San Beda didn't expect us to be in the second, like in the championship game. Maybe the third or fourth team, because we didn't really have a good showing in the past. But we actually surprised ourselves as well. Yeah,
well, we are the champions in the NCAA part, and we had we beat the powerhouse in San Sebastian. We thought, it would be hard to beat them, but we did it. And against the UAP, the UAP champions USD, I think we almost had them too.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, this is a big jump from actually the past 2 years. The reason why other schools didn't really take us seriously, and they were surprised because the first year we were actually in the last place, and last year we were second to last. And this year, actually, we're just hoping to be better, maybe third to last or fourth. But we got all the way up to the championship, and thanks to you. I know you organized all the not just. I know you. That event is, I think, where a lot of people saw like the hard work that you guys did. Going to that event and all that you guys did. The practices, you organized it, and taking care of the players. And good job. And
thank you. Thank you. A lot of the different schools were saying, like Letran was actually saying, wow, you guys are the miracle team this year. and Ateneo was saying, wow, San Beda's a powerhouse. So I think coming into the event, we were kind of flying under the radar. But next year, I know for sure we won't be flying under the radar. We'll probably have a target.
I think the players right now, they're so eager to go back in the court and redeem themselves. They want to win the championship next year. So I know like all the schools are getting ready too. So so right now I guess the expectations is very high now for us, for San Beda.
Yes, and part of it is we had a couple of players that were supposed to play this year, but they were in the Philippines, and so I know for sure next year if they do play and we still have the same court, we almost took it this year, and with those two additional ones, it'll be even a more formidable team.
Yeah, definitely. I think we can take it next year.
We'll wait and see.
We'll wait and see. We'll see. Hopefully people can commit too.
Yes.
So what else is going on in the association? I know, you're a CPA. I know you helped us. You're like doing all these, not just the sports. You know, you played basketball, and also as a professional, you're a professor. You know, in accounting, and you're a CPA, and the association right now we're working on to become an official nonprofit organization, and with that we have to submit a 501c3, which you did already, and you are actually a big help in the association, not part in the sense that you know what to do in preparation to be a nonprofit organization. Maybe you can tell us a little bit something like about the pros and the cons and the benefits for.
Oh yeah, sure. So when I first got on board as a board of directors, that was one of the first things I guess that came up. Is because I'm a CPA, and the 501c3 is obviously an accounting or CPA related type of filing. And I've heard, from the beginning that, we've been trying to file this forever, and we haven't been able to file it. And so I guess the board and the organization was looking at me and saying, can you do this, right? Or is this something that you can do? And so I actually took on the challenge because even though I am a CPA, I have never filed or done the 501c nonprofit because I'm used to dealing with for-profit organization. So one of the first things I did is I kind of researched it, right? Read the code and regulations. I interviewed some companies that actually have a 501c3 that send money overseas. I actually interviewed an IRS employee that works in the exam organizations. So I kind of did my background, my research. Looked at the filing, how it's the instructions for the form. Talked to Letran also, which they have, and we interviewed them. I know you helped a little bit with that as well. And then they didn't have the form themselves, but I requested it from the IRS, and I got it. So with all that information, I was able to complete it. We filed it. One of the things, going forward, when I spoke to the IRS official, is when they audit, because this person actually does audit, they make sure that it's not just a social organization. So that's one thing that we kind of have to keep in mind as an organization, because the 501c3 is a special filing. There's a lot of like nonprofit type organizations, but this is a specific one where the people that contribute, they get to be tax exempt. Their contribution, they get to deduct it on their tax return, if you will. So that's why it's only specific types of entities that can do this, and a lot of people don't realize that. So the focus is to help others, public, and our particular one is related to education because we provide scholarships. And that was one of the reasons why I actually got involved in the organization is because the scholarship aspect. So that's the thing that we would need to focus in the future, and providing the scholarships and also doing activities that help the public in general, raise funds, fundraising. And not that we can't do social events, but the social events should not be the main focus going forward.
So you're saying that this will help the association in raising funds because in return, those who are making donations, it will also benefit them, right? With their when they file tax returns, they can deduct whatever they donate from their tax income.
Yes. So generally, what the 501c3 does is allows the people that donate to our organization going forward is to be able to deduct it. So of course they still have to see talk to their CPA, their accountant, because there's certain rules with regard to that, but generally yes. And a lot of times what it does is, and what I've seen is, right now before the 501c3 we would have to do fundraisers to make money. We'd have to do some kind of act, right, to get money in. With the 501c3 filing, especially with our website that we have, we don't really have to do anything other than announce that we're a 501c3, and a lot of companies and individuals will want to just donate without us providing any service or product because they get that tax deductibility. So that's a big game changer, if you will, because that's what I noticed with my students that donate. Is if it's so easy for them, it's a website, it's a 501c3, they'll just donate right away because it makes it so easy. So it will greatly benefit the organization going forward.
So it's a win-win situation for both us, and also those who are donating. And I know this the 501c3 is one of the goals of the current administration, this association. And also it's also been it's also been the thing that we want to accomplish, as a organization as a whole for the past several years. So thanks to you. I think you're a blessing in this association. Right timing. It's one of our this year's goals, and you came along a CPA instead of like us going to another CPA that we have to pay. So thank you so much for coming in and for helping us.
No problem. I mean, we filed it hasn't been approved yet, but we keep our fingers crossed. But yes, so basically what you're saying, and to kind of reiterate and add on top of that is, like I said earlier, there's a lot of how would you say, tax exempt organizations, right? But this is kind of like the ultimate one, because to achieve the 501c3 allows our donors to be able to deduct the amount that they donate. So that's kind of like the cream of the crop, if you will, for nonprofits.
But these are okay, right? Like I know we sell the merchandise too.
Oh yes, of course. Fundraising activities are. Actually, this is actually perfect. Because you sell the jackets, the license plate frames, because you're actually providing a product, right? And then and also like we had the Pacquiao fight, and that's open to the public. So those are the types of fundraising activities that will be good for the 501c3 type activities. Because it's open to the public, and we're actually providing either a service or a product, as opposed to just a social gathering, if you will. So
thank you again, Noel, for talking to us, and I hope the 501c3 gets approved in the future. And thank you again, everyone, for watching another episode of Usapang Bedista. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode and learned something. Come visit us on our website, sanbedasocal.com. We also have a Facebook account and Facebook group. Just search San Beda Alumni Association of Southern California. Thank you again so much, and thanks for watching. Bye.